This is George from High Tech Legion. Be Quiet, after winning awards and accolades worldwide over the last couple of years, is entering the US market in October of 2012. For those of you unfamiliar with the Be Quiet company, their concept is, as the name implies, silent cooling. However, they want to do it without compromises. Over the last couple of years, they've introduced products, fans, and CPU coolers that have done just that. Top-of-the-line cooling performance along with just about silent cooling. The product we have here today is the DarkRock Pro 2, which is their flagship model. As you can see, very large cooler. Out of the box, you can tell obviously Be Quiet is a European company. There's a sense of refinement about the Be Quiet DarkRock Pro 2 that you don't see in anything but the European builds. It may be the nicest finished cooler we have seen as of yet here at High Tech Legion. Taking a quick look at the outside, you've got a beautiful brushed black aluminum top with the Be Quiet logo, 120mm Silent Wings fan up front, 135mm Silent Wings fan in the center, twin tower, 7 6mm heat pipes, polished base, all dark nickel plated. Really a beautiful looking cooler. As you can see, you've got these 7 per side for the heat pipes, the nubs on the top. Just really a fantastic looking cooler with a great sense of refinement. I've broken down the DarkRock Pro 2 so we can get a look at the individual components. Let's start with the fans. First, we've got the 120mm front fan along with a 135mm center fan. Use standard fan clips, however they are a very good strength fan clip, not easily bendable at all. Probably the strongest fan clips we've come across. The 120mm fan is a 1700 RPM fan, which is capable of 57 CFM at only 21 dB. Whereas the 135 is actually a 1500 RPM fan capable of 67 CFM at 24 dB. Now, looking at that, when you see it on paper, it actually looks like a misprint that it's moving that much air that quietly. The Silent Wings have long been lauded for being just that, very, very silent, excellent fans. Nice thing here, there's no Y cable, Y connector included for the two fans. It's actually built right onto the 120mm fan. The 135 plugs right into the 120, 120 plugs into the motherboard. Moving on, looking at the tower itself, as you can see, the intake side on the fins is waved. Gives it a little bit more surface area, a little bit easier airflow. This is going to make for quicker heat dissipation, a little nicer cooling. The shape of the heat pipes, they're not in a line, therefore each heat pipe is going to be able to get airflow right through. So you're going to have the least amount of resistance and the most air going over the heat pipes for the greatest dissipation. Again, as we said, all aluminum, dark nickel, nice polish to it. These are also a very, very thick fin. Very sturdy, very strong. 7 heat pipes, and finally copper base, nickel plating, polished bottom. Nice polish on the bottom. You can see a little bit of a mill mark. It is not a mirror finish, but it is close. The accessory kit for the DarkRock Pro 2, pretty basic. First, you've got a really nice detailed manual. Good illustrations, really no guesswork, no matter what socket you're going to be using. Of course, the DarkRock Pro 2 is compatible with LGA 2011, 1155, 1156, 775, and 1366, as well as AM2, AM3, and FM1. Fully detailed instructions are available for each of them. Taking a look at the kit itself, 1155, 1156 brackets, 775, 1366 brackets, as well as AMD brackets here. The back plate, single back plate, used for all. 4 screws, retention screws, and 4 clips which hold the screws in place while you're placing the cooler into place. The LGA 2011 kit is packaged separately and does come with its own wrench. And finally, just a little tube, a couple of applications worth of thermal interface material. Be Quiet is hitting the US with some really incredibly made units. The Dark Rock Pro 2 obviously no exception. Just exceptional fit and finish throughout. A sense of refinement, like I say, that you just don't see every day on a cooler. The two fans included, the Silent Wings fans, just have incredible air movement to noise ratio. Almost looks like a misprint in the catalog. So, Dark Rock Pro 2 from Be Quiet, their new flagship cooler, dual tower cooler, 7 heat pipes, 120mm fan, 135mm fan. Very nice looking unit from Be Quiet.